Welcome everyone to this week's Walk on Water moment or Wow moment, and I have got a beautiful guest with me today, and her name is Sherri Cincotta. And I know Sherri has a fabulous wow moment to share with us. So welcome, Sherri.
Hi Geraldine, thank you.
It's lovely to have you here. So Sherri, what was your wow moment, or what led up to it, or, you just tell us what happened.
Okay, so if I can give you a bit of a background before I talk about my wow moment. The nature of what I do in education and training with our company is to stand in front of groups of people. And even though I had been a primary teacher for 25 years and stood in front of groups of children, standing in front of groups of adults is a lot more difficult because their facial expressions don't show a lot. And so to stand in front of a group of people was really hard, and I felt like all eyes were on me, and not knowing if I was going to be saying the right thing to these people with what we do in our company, and whether they were going to be able to take something away. And so when I began standing in front of professionals, teachers, and people who work in disability, and even parents, I would have this overwhelming anxiety moment where I was completely overwhelmed, and I'd feel it all through my body, and then I could feel it in my voice. And even though I probably didn't sound as bad as what I thought I did, it was really horrible to try to keep talking because I wanted to take breaths and I wanted to just compose myself, but I was still trying to look, professional. So that then led me to finding out about something called a Circle of Excellence. And Geraldine had explained the Circle of Excellence to me and what that looked like. So I started to use that. Now, Circle of Excellence was where I would visualize this circle on the floor and thinking about all of these positive affirmations and thinking it both silently and saying it out loud. I'd step into this circle, and it was an amazing feeling. I felt like I had this rush go right through my body, and even my body would stand more upright, and I felt stronger and more confident. It was amazing. So now what happens is that every time I go to stand in front of people to talk to them, I lay out, my business partner, Alyssa, and I lay out this Circle of Excellence, and we both step into it, saying out loud to ourselves what it is that we want, and, pretty much just talking positive affirmation.
Wow, Sherri, that is just brilliant. And I love to hear when people actually take on board some of the things that I suggest and it works, and that is fabulous.
Yeah.
And look, I know myself, Sherri, standing in front of an audience, it's not easy. I mean, you can get used to it after time, but I don't care who you are. Even now, when you step up in front of people, even if you've been doing it forever and a day, it's still that scary moment of, I've got to speak now. And Sherri, how did that affect you remembering what you had to say to people? Did it help in that way?
It did. I was just thinking that through myself. It did. So even now before a workshop, I don't get that overwhelming feeling of anxiety. I'm constantly talking myself through things, but it's also improved my confidence and self-esteem, because when I use the Circle of Excellence and the feeling that I got after that, ready to begin, I keep thinking about that feeling, and now I don't feel that anxiety like I used to. Even just knowing that I've got that Circle of Excellence to be able to resort to or to put down on the floor, knowing that that's going to help me.
So, Sherri, in that, because it's really like, I guess, changing your state of being, isn't it? Of, you know, becoming who you really are. Did you find that changed not just your confidence? Did it change the words that came out of your mouth?
It did. It did. Because before I was fumbling and trying to remember what I had to say, whereas I was really confident in knowing that what I said, someone would take something away. And I was so stuck on, before using the Circle of Excellence, so stuck on staying to a script. Whereas after I started using this technique, that whatever came out was exactly what people wanted to hear. And I probably had more confidence in myself knowing that what I had to say was worth listening to.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yes. It really is wow. You know, because I remember going to Anthony Robbins, you know, seminars, and he would be constantly saying, change your state, change your state. And I never really truly understood what he meant by that until I did the Circle of Excellence too, Sherri, and I use it just between you and me, you know, and thousands of people listening. I use it all the time because it just changes everything, and it does. You know, so perhaps one day soon I must teach people. I'll do a little video and teach people.
I think so, because
yes.
It really helped me, and I know that Alyssa and I use it before every workshop now, and I know that we just feel more confident about everything, and we know that we're safe to say whatever it is that we're going to say, and know that people are going to take something away from it. So it's been a life changer for me.
Oh, that is just brilliant, Sherri. So I really want to thank you so much for sharing your aha moment with us, or your walk on water moment with us. It's just great. And I know it might be just a little moment in time, but little moments can have enormous effects ongoing in our lives. And I really appreciate it. And I guess what I'm trying to do here is have people understand that little aha moments can be really big wow moments once we step into them.
For sure. Yeah, you're very welcome, Geraldine. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Sherri. And I'm sure down the track, if there's another little wow moment that you want to share with us, if you'd be happy to do that, that would be fabulous.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
No problem. Bye.